It's not terrible music. What are you talking about? Mind you, look, I needed something. Because if you were to come into stream and you couldn't see anything, if you came into stream and you didn't hear anything, you'd be like, is the audio working? I don't know. I tried something. I'm sorry. I have no idea what that is. Welcome to the stream, guys. Oh, it has been a good couple of days. Obviously, with that opening scene there, the web series has started. The animation has started. And so I'm pretty chuffed. With those, I gave you a song before. Oh, far out, yes. I've got to find that. Vertex Bird, welcome. Damiel, that's not right. Nub Nub's here, Night Cow, Pierre, Mark. Oh my goodness, the big dogs are out. Hang on. Why have I got all... Oh, hang on. No, I'm in the wrong chat. That's why that looks really weird. No, I can... Someone at YouTube has stuffed something up because I can only see your tags. I can't actually see the names. Oh, well, whatevs. So, we saw in the intro there, started to put the animation together. I don't have the characters in there yet. Not this Wednesday. The following Wednesday, we're doing all the voiceovers for the film. For the web series, so we can start putting all that together. I've been trying to do as much as possible now. A little bit of freelance work coming up, but it doesn't matter. I need this giant ship. Because the idea is, let me just quickly explain why I'm making this. So as a ship comes around, you can see it shooting. It'll go to another inside the cockpit shot of the dude. Maybe from inside the cockpit where you can see the ship and it's shooting. And then I need this big gigantic thing like poof, just kind of like appear and have that shock look on him. And then it goes into the web series. So have you seen that old demo Amiga called Odyssey? No. What? Who was it? I don't know. It's somewhere on YouTube. I pulled it out. Let's see. Actually, we'll see if I can find it. It is called this. F2? Nope. Cruise Control. Patrick. Pat. R-I-K-O-S. That's who it is. So, okay, come on. Let's start with this. I've already saved the file because I'm smart. However, I haven't bring up screencast keys. I hope everyone has had a great week since we last. You need a super giant space. I've got the planet. I think that's enough for now because we have to remember that that's it. There's only 2 more shots in that short sequence and then we're done. So I don't think we need a big battle station for it. We just need like a big get stuff model to happen. Have that shock factor. Then we kind of go in. So let's link in our ships that we built last week. Meredith? Oh, Med Stealth. So we will actually we'll bring in the Patreon file because I know I fixed up all the textures there. It took me a little bit, but we got there. So this is the size of, well, this is the ship that we created last week. And so now we've got to kind of get the scale. Big ship jumps in, pilot small shit, surprise Pikachu face. Pretty much is what I'm going for. Now, for the people on shorts, I can't see chat for some reason. I don't know why. YouTube has broken something. I think it's an Australian problem. So, coming to the main channel. It's not a serial station. That's a moon. You got any plans to have some space? Not yet. The only space station style thing was that donut that we created. That's the only real thing. But for now, no. Had a good week. I now have 17 body meshes. Oh, from humans to orcs. All done. Have some heads. Yuck. Yuck. Character. My bane of my existence. Okay. Let's go. Let's work out what are we going to look at in terms of scale. All right. Do we think roughly that? And I'm using our little ship here as a comparison. Now, we're not copying this. This is more just an idea to get scale, blah, 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 and kind of build on it like that. Great week started. Course from CG Cookie. Which one? They've got some good courses. Dude, it's I know. Oh, if you're probably using character creator. Absolutely. I hope you are. Okay, let's kind of just block something out, and then we'll start coming in. Now, the one thing I do like about this reference is it did take all my renders from the last two ships and did that kind of plating, which is awesome. J-Cataclysm, maybe? Always nice to watch a newbie creating really good stuff. Always nice to watch a newbie creating. I'm started at Pete Horn, so the manager has to show him all the dough and donuts of the job. Oh my goodness. Okay. All right, let's go. Okay, we're going to go, so scale. That's 10 meters. That's 20 meters. And we are looking like that's the length. And I think that's pretty good. Obviously to scale, let's change our view distance. I'm just going to set that to 5,000. And now we can come in. So, shift right click, we can V to rip, Control L, delete vertices. Let's throw on that mirror modifier. And then go clipping. All right. So this is what we've got. We're going to try and get that shape going. Master of Compositing. Oh, who's doing that course? Okay, so let's go something like that. And then we're going to just start splicing. And because we're still in that blocking phase. Always the blocking phase. Okay, how's this going to work? I'm going to put an edge loop through there just so we've got that center line. Okay, let's go like this. We'll do... I'm just trying to think about this now. What is the best way? Line, line, line. Let's put an edge loop through there. So, I don't normally... Actually, I don't plan how I do all these. So, as I'm kind of going through this, this is all going through my thought process on how we're going to actually achieve some of this stuff. And so at the moment, it's just pure blocking. I like that. And I reckon that we throw on that piece just like we did with the other ship. So I think that shape looks really nice. So maybe, hello, who just joined? Who subscribed? Alexander, welcome to the stream. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Please feel free to look around. 10.21, who knows what games that's from. An absolute classic. Okay, let's go GY. So we kind of have that. I think this has come out a little bit too far. And you can come out like that. Nice. And then we will pull this in. Then what we can do is we can grab this. Ugh, I don't like that. Maybe what we might do is just get rid of, oh, someone else's joint. Bear with me. Delete edge. And we'll do an F. Actually, put an edge loop through there. Oh my goodness, more people have joined. Absolutely perfect. Who doth joineth me? I don't know that one. Athol? Welcome. Vera, welcome to the stream. Why always V to rip? It's more than style of silver hands than VIP. Anyway, okay. 392 meters in length, not too shabby. Yeah, we're going full bore on this. Why don't you try F-Spy? Because it's not a bad idea. However, I find that normally AI images are pretty rubbish when it comes to trying to map it. So that's why I kind of just kind of go for it. Beautiful. Look at that shape. I think that we could even something like that. Looks delicious. I'm okay with that. I was joking when I mentioned the rose, but now it looks closely to think, oh my goodness, don't say that. Yeah, probably could use F-Spy, but especially with an image, this doesn't really have, I mean, it's got some horizontal lines, but they're very small. So I can't match like this line here to this one as well, because it looks like the ship is curved anyway. And so, I mean, AI is not good at doing full proper rectangles, pretty much, from my experience that I've done this before, from when I've tried to do that before. So there's been a few videos as well where I've tried to do it on buildings and shop fronts and so on and so forth. No. No. Don't get stuck in your extruded box. The cross-section of that is mostly a rhombus. Looks like you forgot to launch the Twitch stream. Twitch is giving me a lot of errors. And I also forgot. I finally did like an intro video and I could have done all that. Oh, you idiot. That's right. I'll do it next time. Thank you, Mr. Emerger. I know you're normally over there. Okay, so let's come on. Let's focus on this. So we've got this. Let's now go something. Let's go P, separate by selection. And then this is going to be our back section. And so we can do something like that. I do like that idea. I know I heard somebody join and it scared the bejeebers out of me a little bit. Who subscribed? Toby. Thank you for the subscribe. I really appreciate that. Trying to hit that goal of 100,000. Will I get there? I don't know. Hopefully one day. Okay, so nope. My wife knows not to call. All right, there we go. Something along these lines. So we're just trying to get, what does this back section look like? Is that too far out? I think we can probably pull this even some more. And you have to remember that we're using it as reference. We're not trying to copy it exactly. What the? Oh. Whoa. If you're over there on the YouTube Shorts, hit the subscribe button. Come along on the journey. Okay. So we are just currently blocking. That's all we're doing at the moment. Just trying to get a nice, clean shape. Let's go P, separate by selection. And then we'll come in. So something, probably not that. I think this can come down. Oh, it looks like kind of like a landing pad back here, which is pretty cool. And then we'll grab this section here. We can pull that out. Now, we have to remember why are we creating this. And somebody else just joined. Who was that? Praetorian? Welcome to the stream. We will probably see the ship from this angle. And it's going to be nice and big and massive. So this comes down to thinking about why are we creating this ship and how much detail we actually need. Obviously, more the better. More details, obviously better. However, if I'm not going to see like the back section, I'm not going to put too much effort into it. Because if we come back and we have a look, that's a video. Let me just bring up our time. So if we have a look at this one, right at the end here, as it comes around, so from here, we will go into the cockpit view. And then with that with the cockpit view, that's when this ship's going to appear, taking most of the screen. And then from there, it's onto the face. So it's going to be very quick. Are you taking helpers on that project? Maybe. Not just yet. You just sent me a picture of on Discord. Thank you, Mr. Dennis. Oh, yeah. I see. Yeah, I can see what you're doing. I can see what you're cooking with. I'll take parts of that as well. A tutorial for explosion would be welcome. It's just Jenga effects. Dylan, welcome. Maluna, welcome. Maruf, welcome. Sweet. So that's what we're going for. So really trying to like, there's no point in spending a whole bunch of time just like on all these pieces if we're not going to see it. Maybe later on, as we go down into the story, even though the story's all written and all that kind of jazz, if it comes back, maybe we might come back and finish this ship off, but we're thinking about it from a short film perspective. Jorgel Finn, welcome. Far out, guys. I think that this is too thin. Let's push this back. Shift D and E. So we've got something like that. That's great, that's great, that's great. I'm not a fan of this piece. Okay, what are we going to do here? We can only press knife tool. A, so it goes along the angles, and C, so it cuts through everything. Enter. Sorry. From here, we'll do that again. Knife tool. Knife tool. K. Nope. A, C. There we go. Just so it's the geometry is a little bit better. Could be better. I'm going to put an edge loop through there, and then we're just going to pull that back. Just because... I don't like it. Maybe we bring it forward. Yeah, there we go. That's a little bit better of a shape. We're just going through the blocking phase, making sure that it looks okay to the eye. What is that? AUKCF. Welcome to the stream. It's not a hero. That's right. It's not a hero asset. That is the perfect word. Man, I am so annoyed that I can't see chat. Hang on. Let me bring up my phone so I can hopefully see chat on here, because I can't see chat on my shorts. Stinking YouTube. Chat. Come on. Bring it up. Plumpers. I know. What I'll do is I'll go to Markham 3D on my phone. Markham 3D. And then hopefully chat will come up. This is actually really smart. I probably should have done this earlier. There we go. Can I see chat? I can see chat. Yes. Get out of here, you thing. All right. Making this kind of stuff. Keeps me interested in interacting. Perfect. It doesn't like it. Holy ship. Nice. I like bunnies. That's nice. All right, we're semi-caught up in chat there. Semi's technically... No, I'm going to leave that open. All right. But yes, perfect. That is the correct terminology. I'm not going to spend too much time on the hero... what'd you say? Hero asset. Thank you. That's the word. Okay, so we're looking at it from here. So we know that we're going to have to put a bit of work through here, and I think we might just throw in a whole bunch of Kitbashing assets, but we're going to go off the same thing that we've done here. So with this ship that we did last week, we can see that everything is kind of like flat pat. What the? Why didn't that? Oh, don't tell me, you dumb donkey. All right, I got to fix that asset on Patreon. What? I thought I fixed it. Okay, let's do that again. File, link. Let's go into Hero Ship V2. Please open up. Don't be a jerk. Are you rendering properly? You're not rendering properly. Oh. There we go. All right. We have our ship. So this is the design that we came up with. I actually haven't used the smooth modifier on this one. This is all flat. Hi, losers using Sean. Watch the stream. They are. He's using Blender. Yep. I know that, Josie. Please tell me, where did you get the reference? It's just a mid-journey image. How can you even watch in long form? It's missing parts of the stream? Yeah, I know, right? I've had to cut it off. Right, I need to get my phone up here now. Great. So we're going to follow that kind of shape of the ship. How did we do it last time? So let's just kind of think about these panels. So let's do we'll grab these. Shift D, P, separate by selection. There we go. Perfect. From here, we will go into the add modifier, generate a solidify modifier. And we're going to go 0.1. It's not that thick, but it's okay for me. I wonder if I go GG and then I do a C, it will overextend. Awesome. Brilliant. Let's do a 0. I reckon we might make this thicker just so we can really see that plate. Coming in nice and close, stuff it. You know what? It's a half a meter plate. 0.5. Oh, actually, I haven't checked the scale. Scale's all good. Beautiful. Found out a blend stream. Yeah, I've been doing it for a few years now. But welcome to the stream. If you're see how we're in solid mode, I can't actually see any of my edges. If we click on the little display window on the solidify modifier, click that. Now I can see my edges. So when I go into tab, into edit mode, I hate you so much. There we go, that's the one. Sorry, it's not the little screen, it's the vertex one, edit mode. So now when we're in object mode, we can see it, but when we're in edit mode, it's no longer there, which is awesome. Now, if I put an edge loop here, how much is that going to stuff us up? Yeah, that's going to stuff us up a lot. That's because of this triangle here is completely fudged. Jake, thank you very much for subscribing. Much appreciated. All right, so I think what we might do is just pull that up a bit. Right click, subdivide. Is that going to cause problem? A little bit. So maybe we'll just keep it like that for now. And we'll do the rest of the ship. I do want to extend this actually. Bring that back. I'm going to press C to overextend. That's now got a bit of overhang. We'll put some holes in there and such, and then that's where we can start slapping in pieces. Are you making the ship from the Sonic the Hedgehog game? Gosh. I'm trying to think of it. What does it look like? We've already decided that we're doing a bit of a Star Citizenship. Oh, Sonic the Hedgehog. Which one was that? Copy to selected. You got me thinking now. Let's go GG. C. But Mr. Richo, welcome to the stream, buddy. I will see you sometime this week. And we will go like that. I'm going to put an edge loop through here. Can I do this? Yes, it still covers it up. Awesome. Let's do a Control B to do a bevel. And then I'm going to grab this and this. And we'll go G to the X. Like that. Control B. Delete faces. And now we've got a big Get Stuff panel in there. Do the same here. Control B. Delete faces. Awesome. Perfect. Great. Love it. So we can see the scale that we are looking for, which works really well. A lot of effort when it comes to modeling in Blender. I didn't know that many controls yet. Absolutely. Watch the streams. We kind of go through them all. Nobody's chatting over there. Oh, what's this? Engage with audience. What is that? Oh, yeah, I know that. Close. Somebody else just subscribed. Who was that? Lord of the Polygon. I'm going to guess you're a Blender user. Or you could be a dirty Max user. I don't know. Boo. Okay, I like that. I am going to put a bevel modifier on it. Ever so slightly. Generate bevel. And I like how that is overlooking. How that's looking. Control S to save. I'm going to go File. Link. I'm actually going to bring in one of the space scenes. Camera, collection, no. World. If I click on that one. So when we go into rendered mode, hopefully it should be all black. Perfect. Where is the sun? I don't have any sun lamps. File. Link. Let's pop out of that one and into lights, sun, link. There we go. All right. So that's something we're going to have to change. Obviously, the white is a little bit too harsh. Don't even know how to watch the stream on shorts. You kind of just go in shorts. Go-karting. Oh, actually, that's not... Yeah. I'm afraid, but I think that might be a good idea, buddy. Interesting. Let's go from here, and we're just going to kind of just finish off this section. P separate by selection, and just so all these panels are separate. Shift left click on one of the other panels that we really like. Then into the modifiers, copy to selected, and then we've got that. Awesome. Now let's go GG, C, and we can pull that right out like so. Awesome. That is looking brilliant. I do like all this stuff. I think obviously we can come in and add more plating. But yeah, the big question is how much do we actually see? What does this section look like? I do want to bring in that material from this ship. File, append. Let's drop it out and we'll come back into ships. That one. Nope. That one. Someone just subscribed. Perfect. I'm coming to you. Just give me a sec. Append. And then we have external material. Perfect. There you go. Now when we go into render mode, right, the sun is rather bright. Copy to selected. Hue. Copy to selected. Do we have, I'm just having a look. We do have it around the edge. That's good. But we don't have a lot of those details. Oh, I think it's because the material isn't set up to be on such a large scale. Thanks, Shade. DX Films. Who else subscribed? Stephen, welcome to the stream. What are your components of? I got a 5090 in here. I'm not sure why they don't share a chat. Like, yeah, I know. Well, it's actually two separate streams. So I've actually got 2 streams happening at the moment. Here, I got 33 people. On the other one, I got 281. Sick. Thank you, Pierre. Hopefully I'll see you soon. How would you stylize metal look on that ship? Texture. It's all about the texture, pretty much. I actually got to go back through my Patreons. I know I've got like a big panel texture that I'm gonna have to pull out, but yeah, we'll worry about that later. Okay, so I think I've stuffed up. I do like this cut, or maybe what we can do. Whoops, it's gone solid mode. Maybe what we can do is I'm going to put an edge loop through there. Then I'm going to delete these vertices. And we pull that up. And then bring that down. That looks like rubbish. Can we just bring it down like so? I'm just trying to get this line in here without having to touch the main body, but I think I am going to have to touch it. Oops. I like the idea, but it is poorly executed. Yeah, it needs to be cut through there. So I'm just going to delete that panel. I want to almost rip here. Let's go V to rip, Control LP, separate by selection. Then grab this section here. Oops. GZ, pull that down. This here then, we can go E to extrude Z axis and then press F there. That's then given us a nice cut through here. Maybe we can put an edge. Now this has opened up this section. Boo! Boo! We're still in that blocking phase. We're still trying to get that shape right. And I think we're good now. I think we're good. GX, pull that in. E to extrude. Let's grab this face here. I'm going to pull that like that. E to extrude. That to me looks like a good silhouette from there. I reckon that we can pull. Whoa, jeez. You guys are coming in fast. It's great. I'm so appreciative of this. Where are we? Kim, Finlay, welcome to the stream. Jimmy, welcome to the stream. Great to see you guys here. I could never watch in portrait. Yeah, I don't think I could do that as well. But apparently 265 people like it. This here is too sharp for me. So I'm going to pull that forward. Okay, this is coming together. I like this shape. I feel, oh my goodness, you guys are awesome. Ruslan, welcome. Or Ruslan. Really like how this is coming along. Shift D, Z, P, separate by selection. Let's do a cut here. Delete faces. Still in this blocking phase. Just trying to get that shape looking right. Oh, itchy nose. Yeah, I'm okay with that. And then let's go E to extrude along the y-axis. Good, 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 good. Maybe what we might do is just put an edge loop just here-ish. And then we do a GG, so it goes back along the normals. Once again, we have to remember that this here will probably be our focus point. So I would say this section in here is going to be really important. This is why I love screen keys. I like watching this form. I can stand shorts, but sometimes, yeah, for a live stream, you guys are really doing well. Congrats, short watchers. You have been regulated to pop out chat only. No, I can't see it on this stream. I've got my phone here doing it. Yeah, turn, sound the other one off, and popped out chat. Reiterated, there so needs to be some way. Yes, completely agree. Actually, I wonder if I click on this. No, it's not coming in. Okay, so I like how that's come across. This section in here, we could probably do some more work, so on and so forth. Obviously, we're mirroring everything at the moment. Is there an intention to have lasers shooting from this big ship? If so, no. I don't see why not. I mean, we could. I will have a think about it. But I reckon we probably could. Who's that? Raphael, welcome. You're making me semi-think about it. Let's go Shift DP, separate by selection. Oh my goodness, she knows. There we go. And we will grab that. And then press C, and we'll pull that out. Ooh, not you. Get back there. And then you get back there, because you're a little bit too far out. And then from here, Shift left click, copy the modifiers, because we got a really nice shape. Copy to selected, copy to selected. I hate you. So let's push that up a bit. Nope, let's push, ooh, yuck. Okay, G, Y, GZ, GZ, come on. Perfect, good enough. I'm okay with that. All ships need guns. They will have guns. Will they fire? I don't know. Many streams have a on-screen chat scroll where it could potentially show multiple chats. However, it's not like having it on my screen. I'm not going to be having the chat visible there. I've got it on my secondary screen, so I can kind of have a look here. Lasers for sure, measuring. Lasers for measuring distance. Yeah. Do you merge all these parts into one model? No, so I don't merge all these parts. These are all separate parts. However, if we actually open up, like for this ship here, it comes in as a collection because I've linked the file. However, if we actually go into the actual ship, I don't know why, but I keep thinking of Among Us ship. I'm like looking at this shape, I'm almost thinking that it's a poor man's Star Destroyer. Getty, welcome. So, hang on, do we open it up? So, just kind of like as we're talking about it, all these parts are all separate parts. So I don't really need to merge these pieces because when I link them to another blend file, they will come in as one piece. So that's why, yeah, all these are all separate little pieces. We're not really going to see too much. So let's close that. Don't save. Let's come back in. We'll layer all this with paneling as well. I like this. I like the fact that we've got that overhanging. And then we can kind of just multiply those plates on top of each other. Who else just joined? I can't read Russian, dude. I'm sorry, but hey. I'm liking this. I'm liking this. It's going to be interesting making these like larger pieces. Technically, I know what kitbashing sets I could pull these from, but because I'm going to eventually put this on Patreon, I don't use other people's kitbashing sets, even though it would make my life so much easier. Let's do a Shift D, P separate by selection. Let's select that. There we go. And we'll put an edge loop through there. Let's turn off clipping. GG. Turn it back on. And then we will extend this out. So if we go GG to move it along the normals, then we go C, and then it'll overextend, which is what we're after. Shift left click, copy to selected, copy to selected. Nice. Great. Love it. A Star Destroyer sold to you by John Hauler. Hi, I'm John Hauler from John Hauler's Used Haulers, and if you need a hauler, you give me a hauler. John Hauler's Used Haulers. Oh my goodness. It's been like a year and a half, and I still remember that. Far out. So, for historical context, made a short film about it was an ad for a used ship salesman called John Hauler. I should probably find that video somewhere. Okay, let's go like this. GG. Oops. GG. I'm just trying to split this up a little bit. Just adds a little bit of extra pizzazz, a little bit of extra details. Nice. That's great. That's great. That's great. It'll be interesting to see what this looks like when we start cutting holes and such. Jeez, you guys are coming in thick and hard. Omega, welcome. Welcome to the stream. Oh, jeez, more people. Who else? Nope. What was that one? Ovideus, welcome. Hi, bro, from Uzbekistan. I love how you work on Blender. Thank you very much, and thank you for coming to the stream. Please paint it based on colors so you can relax and have fun. What? Do you recommend making 3D models with different pieces instead of being going? Yes, different pieces all the way. Ah, I see what you're saying. I mean, yeah, this color needs to be fixed up. All right, guys. You guys are coming in. Patrick O'Brien, welcome. Lord Ramsden, welcome to the stream. Is there somebody else that came in? I don't know. Anyway, let's come back. Absolutely, make some modeling. Yep. All right, so I like this, I like this, I like this. I mean, I feel like technically I'm still in the blocking phase, even though I'm pretty sure I'm well past that. I love this. I reckon this here, actually. So one thing I like to do when I'm building a ship and I really like a piece and I know that I'm going to destroy it, I will go Shift D, put it back into place with right click, M for a new collection, and I call it junk. Create, it moves this piece to junk. What I'll do is I'll make sure disable rendering, disable so you can see it, blah, blah, blah. So now, if I break this model, I can now go back to where I previously saved it, and pull it back in. Okay, so we're going to do this. And I'm going to put an edge loop through here. I think that's a bit too much. Let's go GG. Bring it to there. And we'll do the same here. GG. Did I just make a face in there? Sure did. Delete faces. Make sure I didn't do a face anywhere else. Nice. Let's do E to extrude. We can fix this here. GX, pull that in a bit. So this here is almost like a bit of a hangar bay. It's a big hang. Oh, it's not really that big. You know what? This ship isn't as big as I thought I was making it. Not gonna lie. But we can pull it in a little bit more. And then this is where we can kind of put all that kind of stuff in. Is it bad that Marco... Isn't that bad when Marco's on? I hardly move one. What? Oh gosh. Modular has several advantages, but also depends on the form and required planning. Yes. And so having everything modular, this means that I can work obviously on individual pieces rather than destroying everything. Because if I've got one piece and I kind of want to add in an edge loop here, it would do it across the whole ship. So stuff that. I like this section in here. I'm going to grab this edge loop. Let's do... Oh my goodness. Let's do Shift D, P, separate by selection. Come on, where are you? No, where are you? Where is she? There it is. And then I'm going to put an edge loop through like here. Then I can select that, delete vertices. From here, modifier, generate solidify modifier. Make that a meter, 0.5. Even thickness, please. And then from here, fighting blender. Let's make that into the middle like so. And so now we've kind of got this piece like that. Wait, when you start texturing the ship, wouldn't that fix the render problem? Technically, yes. At the moment, this is a bit of a view issue. Just that kind of like everything's on top of each other. But if we were to come in, oops. Oh. If we were to come in, Control Alt Numpad. Control Alt Numpad 0. What? Ah. I'm like, why can't it see it? So in the viewport, I've got the render distance set to 5,000. In the camera, it's only 100. So if we go 5,000, now we can see the ship. So if I were to do like an F12, hey homie, what's your breed? Human? Hey Marco, I need to remember to teach you camera subdivide. So parasites. Oh, parts closer, get more detail. Yes. So isn't that in experimental? And then subdivisions here. I think, from memory. Yes. So, kind of if we go back into here, I don't have a texture applied to this. Ugh, that needs to be fixed, so we'll hide that. That's ugly. The reason why it's like this, let me just go like that. We'll do F12 now. F12 now. What the heck? Where's it? Oh, yeah. So now we can kind of see everything a little bit clearer. So we can see that we've got some shading issues here. I don't like that. Here, oh, that's all shadows, so that's fine. So that'll be fixed up. Yeah, this is great. If we line up to the camera what I'm thinking, I'm kind of thinking the camera's going to be like this. Takes up the whole view, F12. So this is kind of what we're going to be looking at, but it's obviously going to be space. Made an ad showing up, but then never playing. What? Yes, hello fellow blenders. Welcome, Branty. Yes. Oh, you're a dirty Max user. Ugh. How do you do it? I touched it once. Okay. So this is kind of like our hangar bay, and then this is where we are going to probably slap on a whole bunch of assets. I do want to create some parts that would sit on here. So let's just kind of start thinking about what it's going to look like. So I'm just going to now do a bit of kitbashing. Kitbashing. Aha. All these parts that we will retexture. So if we kind of start slapping this on. And we're going to do this super quick, super dirty. Whoop, get on. Shift D, Z, something like that. Nice. And then this is where we can kind of start overlaying some of these pieces. Okay, keep going. Like so. I love this piece. This is one of my favorite pieces. Rotate ZZ. Nice, 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 nice. And then obviously, because we're putting in a whole bunch of larger pieces. Oh, I love this piece. Sorry, this is my favorite piece. I don't think you belong there. Let's delete you. You belong there. Rotate ZZ 90. 180. Yes, look at you. So we'll move this in. Scale, GZ. Scale it down. Oh my goodness, it looks so tough. Oh, baby. Let's grab you. Now the textures are on these ones are all going to be stuffed, but that is okay. We will worry about that a little bit later. Oh, we got some of these. Awesome. Those are all our engine parts. No, I want to come down into greeble plates. There was someone who put a video about Blender 5 and instancing that Chuck CG made. These are all my Star Destroyer pieces that I created like many, many moons ago. So we will probably do a video on that. Oh, that's so good. Liking how this is coming together. Where did you get... So these are all my Kitbashing set. There is a link in the description for the free ones. Yeah, so there is a link in the description for my for the free pack, which is actually a fairly big chunk of these. But more of these complex greebles aren't in there because that pack is like 5 years old or something. Greeble plates, I need... Where are my simple greebles? Complex greebles. Complex greebles. Hello, darling. I like that, I like that, I like that. Because now if we were to do an F12, the texture is going to look a little bit ugly. But that's the kind of gist of filling out that crack. Yep. Okay, let's keep going. Let's go G, Y, Y, X, X. I'm just trying to put it in a nice spot. Bringing in pipes, I think, will do a lot of the work as well. I think that's where it'll shine. Because I can almost already see kind of like that fly through here and all the lights within the ship being there. I think that'll look amazing. Did you save file? Control S to save. Thank you. I saw that video. Yes. Has a big upgrade coming. It makes it easier for rendering. Yeah. So this week, I'm going to try and take some time just to sit and go through it and understand what's going on. Because I got a feeling probably important stuff. I did want to upgrade to Blender 5 as soon as possible, just because this web series has started. Who came? Camille, welcome. Mika, welcome. Isdai, welcome as well. Sorry I missed you. If we kind of go back, let me just show you where we are for all those people who have just joined. So this is kind of like some of the initial shots that we've created. And you'll see a lot of these assets are all very similar because we've built all these on stream. There's meant to be a person in there. I haven't put them in yet. Then we fly around and they're pretty much doing like a 180 around here. Pew, 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 pew. Over the back, we got shots. And then, then what will happen is from here, we'll do the front view of the orange ship. And then in the orange ship, we will kind of come in and this ship here will be like, and just kind of like appear. you'll be like, oh my goodness. And then that's kind of like where we're going. What's Blender 5? I thought it was only, yeah, so Blender 5 is in beta at the moment. So yeah. What the Hangar Bay? Have it going straight through the other side, you reckon? You know what, when I was top view, I was like, oh, I mean, it would be delicious. Say hi, say Joe, hey. You're working, how long have you been doing Blender for? Like, oh gosh. My son is 12. 14 years and I still suck. Makes breaking changes and files will not be backwards compatible. Yes, and I'm okay with that. And that's why I haven't gone to Blender 5 yet out of pure fear. New beta branch went alpha. It's still a work in progress. Well, it's beta at the moment. Oh, but alpha. Oh, yeah. It will come to stream soon, yeah. Do you know how I can make Blender automatically update? Use the Steam version. So you can actually download Blender on Steam and use it there. That'll give you automatic updates. Spooky might confirm that because I know he's a Steam user. Ooh. ZZ, 180. Oops. Just slot that into the right spot. Blah! Starting to feel peckish. Darn it. It's only 11:15. This is great. I like this. We will do some more. A few more pieces. Just to kind of fill in these gaps. And so what we're doing is doing large pieces first. Then we'll come back at it. Welcome. Oops, let's come back down to here. Steam version, though, you can only get the daily builds from the site. Ooh. Okay. No, thank you. Not the daily builds. It's a trap. Okay, let's kind of continue on. Come on, let's smash this out just so we can start going into the micro details. And I do want to create something, some pieces that will sit on top of here as well. Steam does auto update, but I found there are issues with the viewport lag in Steam version, so I've stopped using it. Aha! There we go. See? I knew you would know. Who else joined? Mano, welcome. Adit, welcome. Muds Music, welcome. Josh, welcome. Let's kind of go. Okay, complex greebles going on simple greebles. All right, let's start putting some of these in. And then we can start building some more. So what I've actually done, just a little tip here, is I created a whole bunch of simple greebles, but then come in and just started combining them with other pieces. So that's why you might actually see duplicates in a way. That's cool. Let's go, keep going. I'm just going to keep putting some more in. That goes there. And so all I'm doing now is starting to overlay some of these. So that goes, whoops, something like that. I did see some fins somewhere. Let's put that in. Something like that. You go in there. Nice. I like that. That piece there can go here. And obviously this scene, ooh, this scene is going to get pretty heavy very soon, which at this point I will probably join all the greebles into one mesh just to kind of clean that up a little bit. Actually, there we go. Something like that. Nice. Let's find some smaller pieces to throw into here. Like so. But yeah, like I said, these are all my pieces. And because this ship will probably end up on Patreon, I don't want to be using other people's assets because obviously I don't want to be giving away other people's stuff. But yeah, I've got a few good kitbashing sets. There's actually one by Technoweave that I'm actually using. And because he's got his own like style, that actually works out really well. So I don't have to make a different kind of like subset of ships. I can just take those, and that's got that style for, you know, like that race, if you know what I mean. Okay, come on. Rotate ZZ 90 minus. Awesome. How are we looking now? So if I do an F12, things built in 4.5 will be fine in Blender 5. Okay. I think geometry nodes will probably be stuffed. And then some of the bugs is fix bug test, and the third month I'll fix all the kinds of bugs. Yep. Umari, welcome to the stream. I like the way, yeah, I love this. Like you can just see now how much detail we've added in now. It is glorious. And then I'm just going to do a save real quick. And then what we can do as well is if I were to start doing shift right click, and then we added in like a point light. Oh, do we do point lights or do we do an area light? Let's just zoom in a smidgen on that. What the? What's let's just line that up a smidgen. A little bit, sorry. And we do that. Actually, we could probably even move that like so. Let's go into the other world. Let's give this area light like 500. Yeah. And then we'll just move that around in a few pieces. This one here can maybe go into orange. Who was that? Who just joined? Wolf Gaming, welcome. Linux 6, welcome. Absolutely amazing. I appreciate you guys. So now if we go into kind of like render mode, we should see all these like lights now highlighting on the insides in there. This is where we could probably add in a whole bunch more. So if I were to go like shift right click, shift A, let's add in a point light. This can be 500, and we'll make this one maybe blue. Awesome. Let's do shift right click, Alt D, Shift S, selection to cursor, Alt D, Shift S, selection to cursor. Maybe down here, Alt D, Shift S, cursor selected. Now what I'm doing with the Alt D is I'm duplicating but linking. So then that way, if I want to change the color, I can just change it here and it'll change it to all those point lights. Let's do Alt D, Shift S, cursor selected. Let's do one here, Alt D, Shift S, selection to cursor. Let's do an F12 now, just to kind of have a squeeze. Yeah, look at that. Look how it's illuminating through there. Definitely, lighting is going to be a very important factor here. And I reckon I probably will cheese it. Why have I got 4,000 samples? 128, please. We'll definitely cheese that. So I do have 2 sun lamps in here. Where are you? Where is she? There we go. Sun lamp and sun lamp. Wait a minute. Oh, what? You meant to be like this. You're meant to be like this. Yes. Right. Okay. There we go. That looks a bit better. F12. I had the sunlands wrong. Awesome. So all these will become this grey color as well, but we'll put in those highlights so they're there. Geonodes are easy. I completely agree about geonodes, but I don't know geonodes because I suck. I really need to learn them. I can't say that name, but hi. Is this video for a short? No, so this is all for an animated web series. How many polygons is that? I don't know. How much are we sitting on? How many polygons are we sitting on? If I go 7... Oh my goodness, more people. Fully Peso, welcome. Oscar, welcome to the stream. Ashwin as well, welcome to the stream. Let's go. What are the stats? This one? No. This one? No. Hang on, I'm trying to find how many. What are we looking at? What do we actually? Nope. This one? Options? Where are the stats? Where is that button for the statistics? Ah. No. Oh, you shouldn't have pressed tab. Oh, no, it's fine. We are looking at... what do we got? 720,000 triangles at the moment. But like I've said, we are going to be looking at it from this perspective here. So we're mainly going to be focusing on this area. We do need to build something that it looks like a... what do you call it? What's the word where everyone stands? I can't think of the word. Where everyone stands, the command area. I guess more use them. Yeah. I will. Look, what's that for me? I don't even know how to make islands, but I can do everything else. Not too many triangles then. Nah, she'll be right. Oh my goodness, it got so quiet in here. I turned off the other computer. Wow. I did not realize how loud that computer is. Anyway, so I like that. Let's go here. We'll put this big piece in, 90. And let's just see if we can... I just want to kind of like finish up this section. And we'll go XX. Oops. GZZ. And we'll just push that in. Nice. I like that. Let's put you in, please. Whew. And then we do that. I thought that's going to be one way. Yeah. Bridge. Oh my goodness, bridge. Thank you. Far out. Shut up. It's like almost 11 o'clock at night. Okay. Come on. Let's go on. Finish this off, Marco. Finish this section off. Wow. You know what? The silence in this room is deafening. I can't believe how loud that computer is. I need to do something about that. Okay, we've got this. Shift D, bring it down. That's great. I like that. Sure, there's a little bit of repetitiveness, but I'm okay with that. Oops, rotate ZZ. And then that'll do that. GYY. Nice. Now that we've got kind of like most of this part, we do need to greeble up this section. Super lazy way. Just going to throw in some pipes. So let's start off with you, good sir. Rotate ZZ, 90. Scale you up, and then in you go. Don't really see you, but that's fine. Let's grab this one. Rotate ZZ, 90. GYY. Lala. Move that down. Yes, look at that. Look at all these pipes now coming in and living the dream. Hang on. Someone just joined. Marcos, welcome. Welcome to the stream. Let's keep going. Grab that. Whoops. Oh. Scale. Fat fingers. It's starting to get late. And I know that because I start making mistakes. Oh, that looks cool. Yes. Now we're starting to break up that silhouette. With you. Rotate ZZ. 90. Sorry. I know chat is going. Let me just dump in some of these. Awesome. That. Let's put in a few more of these. That can go like here. I'll be back later. No worries. Thanks, Traven. I am human size and bigger pipes. The Hangar Bay should, yes, it will have an outer glow. Don't you worry. Yeah, I am excited. One of the things that I don't do well is actually look into what is coming into Blender. I just trust that it's going to be good. Oh, that's a nice. I need something in this top corner here. Let's put a complex greeble, maybe just a little one. Something like that. Nice. Awesome. I mean, how good does that look? Let's go back into those pipes, and I want pipes to come along here. I think technically we are out of the blocking phase now. Let's put that there. Shift D, rotate ZZ 180. We'll bring that up to about there. That's cool. Ow. Okay. How's that looking? F12? 12 in the afternoon for me? No. I so wish I could stream during the day. That would be awesome. I like that. I like that. Actually, what do the stats look like? Oh, 37 people here, 155 over there. That's pretty good. Just a casual 200 people. Just under. Yeah, so that's looking great through here. The texture is what's gonna make this. Fuad, welcome. Oh, itchy nose. That's delicious. Oh, we've got that little bit up there as well that we need to throw in. So let's do that. Can we? I'm just trying to think. Do we have anything? Ooh, supports. No, we won't do supports. Now I do have some turrets. Vents. We don't have any vents anywhere. Right. Let's start throwing these puppies in. Something there. Dun, 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 dun. I don't like that's too much in there. Let's bring this one. And then this is kind of like a GYY XX. This is almost kind of like a power to the thing. Margo, it takes place at 2 a.m. at Canberra, but look up Blender YouTube channels. It's just 2 hours going down the chain log and trying. 2 a.m. I should be asleep by then. I've been very bad in the past couple of nights. I haven't been going to sleep at a decent hour because I'm an idiot and I've been playing games. Let me just charge my phone because I'm trying to read the shorts stream. Where are we at? Whoa, who just joined? GS, welcome. Queen, welcome. I like that. I think, yeah, actually, that's fine. That works well, that works well. Just trying to put in a few extra pieces. What is that piece? Yeah. I'll buy that for $1. Nice. I'm just trying to find, what else do we have? Body pieces, no. This is the cockpits. Let's come over here. Andy MDJ, welcome to the stream. That's what coffee's for. Boy. It's speaking of which, I got to get a cat nap. No worries, goblins and gunslingers TCG. Thank you for being here. I'm not going to do the interiors for this ship because there's no point, because we're not going to see the interiors. So sometimes I do. Ooh, I like that. But it all depends. There is an interior to kind of like this ship in here. So we can see we've got a very simple seat in there. But it all depends on what we're doing with it. So I'm not going to do like a full setup. I like that. I'm not going to do a full setup of a ship if we're not going to see it. There's no point. I'm just creating extra work. Like at the end of the day now, fun time is over, and we actually need to produce something. We don't need to. It's kind of what I want to do. So yeah. So now it's all about get something done, get it out there, and then we can start moving on to the next project. And I feel that I've been pretty lazy with this project. In saying that, the Sunday night streams have always been doing something on it, but now it's like crunch time, and it's like, Marco, come on, dude, let's do this. Ooh. So luckily enough, I do have a good support network. I've got plenty of people who have helped me in the development. And like I said earlier, we will be doing the voiceovers on next Wednesday, myself and Netwinder, which who might be streaming right now. We'll see. Hang on, let me bring up YouTube, and we'll jump over into that's me streaming. Netwinder. Just a heads up, a little bit of a potty mouth on him. There won't be potty mouth in this animated short, but if you want to go check him out, go right ahead. And he's live at the moment. If you want to go tell him hi, and then I sent you there, that'd be great. Yeah, so really liking how this is. I think maybe the camera's like here-ish. Control Alt Numpad 0. Yeah, look at that. That way we can see the top part of the ship, all these greebles. That's gorgeous. Now that we're starting to look at the render, that's nice. I like that. That's great. Definitely we're going to need almost some smaller plating on top. I think that'll make it look like really pop out and nice shine. By the way, you earned sub since model is looking sick. Thank you, Dragon Queen. Which GPU are you using? 5090. I decided to invest in myself a bit. And so, yeah, I went out, bought a 5090. And here we are. Okay, I like that. That's looking good. That's looking good. Here and here. We've got little bits and pieces. I think we could probably do better around here. What does this look like? Okay. Now, we're saying we should make this go straight through the ship. Do we make this straight through the ship? This hangar bay. Let me just quickly, I want to just try a poll. Start a poll. Hangar bay through the ship. Whoops. Caps lock. Hangar bay through the ship. Yes, no, start poll. For those of you on the shorts, if you want to jump on the other stream, thank you, Shade DX Films. If you want to jump over onto the live stream, because I can't do a poll over here. Blender version, I'm on 4.53. Sorry, I've got the main chat up here, which is the horizontal, and then I've got a vertical chat down here. What do we got? Yes. All right, we're going straight through. We're going straight through the hole. Okay, let's go. So, oh my goodness. Can we stop, please? Let's go. So, I'm going to go delete vertices. Ooh, you're going to make me have to clean that up now. Okay, and then we're going to grab that edge. E to extrude along the x-axis. Done. So now we have it straight through. Does this still work? Not really, kind of, maybe. I think what I could do is we need it to move this way. Okay, let's grab that. And we'll grab, yep, that. Something like so. Is that looking okay? Yes. So that should now look a lot better. Nice. Here we can delete those faces. Excellent. Here we can grab these faces. Oh, you don't even need to be there, mate. We can grab these faces and go GZ. Just pull it up. Still, we can't see it. That's great. But now we've got kind of like a straight through tunnel. Gaming in the can. Welcome to the stream. I hope you're doing well, buddy. Who's that? I don't know. It's probably Cad. It's not going to be Klar. There's no way he can promote. Christopher, welcome. Ethan. Oh, welcome. Sergeant Beans. Andy MJ. Oh, no. Welcome to the stream. If you want me to give you a call out, just hit the subscribe button. This is looking great. I like this. Oh, obviously we're not really going to be seeing it. Gabagool is regressing. From what? Thank you, Gaming in the Can. Much appreciated. You idiot. David Mullen, welcome. Okay. Computer decided to turn its fan on. Okay. Let's keep going. Okay. Thank you, Cad. Appreciate it. Can I give it a thumbs up? I can't give it a thumb. I'll give it a heart. There we go. Through here. So let's kind of now go ahead and, oh gosh, create. No wonder says you're a legend. Excellent. Because I am putting him to work, so. Let's go GYX. Let's go E to extrude along the x-axis. Control LP, separate by selection. There we go. So from here. Oh, jeez. Let's go into Z, and then we will grab that GZ. There we go. Goes down. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to throw in, we'll do a solidify modifier. Generate solidify modifier. We'll make it 1 meter thick. Okay. Then we've got Jency, welcome. Marcel, welcome to the stream. And David Mullen, once again, thank you. Now I analyze among the people he has destroyed in Rocket League. Oh, he's champ though. He's champ in twos. I think Semicad. So just a little bit of backstory. Gaming in the Can is another channel that I am a part of. So if you want, go check out Gaming in the Can. Let me just bring that up. Here. Nope. Let me just go subscribe to that channel as well. Gaming in the Can. Just going to quickly bring this up. Can. Please come up. Beautiful. There we go. And then I go. There we go. Oh, ploppers. Edit. All right, do that. Gaming in the can. Whoop. Shut up, Marco. Oh, I can see chat there. Awesome. Hey, guys, anyone help with the keyshot? No, I don't use keyshot. Legendary Marco will write the songs. Well, technically, I've already had a song written about me. Spooky. So, okay, let's get, all right, Marco, focus. Okay, let's build this up. I just want to pull this scale Y, scale X. I'm going to make this thinner. And I think I did that the wrong way. It really should be scale Y. Scale X. And then that'll kind of give us this. Awesome. What I do want to do now is grab this face. Hang on, I will check that in a sec. Shift D, GZ. GZ, P separate by selection. I'm going to go scale X0 and GX. Something like that. Who just... Marcos, welcome. Hang on, didn't you just do it before? Dominisk. Let's minimize that. Idemov. That is true. Markham, you need landing lights so they know where to land. Oh, don't you worry. That is coming. So I'm going to select this. Right click. Subdivide, 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 subdivide. Let's just get rid of some of these pieces. Delete faces. How is this going to work? I don't know. I'm going to go into wireframe. So now we've kind of got this wireframe business. 0.5. So, I don't know. I'm not feeling the idea. Wait, why is it mirror mod? No, go away, mirror modifier. If we have something like that, that's actually not bad. However, I think what we need to do is Shift D, X, put it like here, and then we go knife tool to about there, enter, V to rip, Control L, delete vertices. And so now we've got, yeah, that looking from there. What does that look like? We don't see anything, which is fine. But what we can do now, Shift S, cursor selected. I'm going to just put in a massive big get stuffed lamp. GY. And I think we might even just put maybe like an emissions texture through here. Something like this. And then if we come into that mode, where's my drink bottle? Whoa, thirsty. Let's do 500. Let's do 1,000. Let's do 10,000. Let's do 50,000. So clearly it's not reflecting, which is fine. I'm going to duplicate this. Scale Z -1. And then we've kind of got that through there, which works. So if I do an F12 just for a rendering, and we can see that we've got lighting in here now. However, I'm thinking that we go like blue tinge. No, that's the one I've got selected, this one here. Maybe we can do like an orange tinge. And then we've got kind of like that mixture. So definitely am going to have to put in some sort of texture through here. Maybe what we do, Shift D, GZ. And we do, oh, Control LP, separate by selection. Get rid of the mirror modifier there. Scale X0. GX. Right click, subdivide, 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 subdivide. Oh, actually, can I do like select checkered? Oops. Okay. Aha. Delete faces. Yeah. Thought I was going to be cool. Oh. Delete. Ooh. Oh. Yeah, this is stupid. Let's select this one. Control I to invert my selection, delete faces, add modifier, generate an array. Let's go -5. I don't see it. 1. Why is it? Oh, that's why. Okay. Put that up there. Now I can go -5. That gives us that. From here, just trying to see. Yeah, we can go a little bit more, a few more. Nice. Add modifier, generate an array. From here, we'll bring that up to there. Not on the X, but on the Y. Let's go -5. Yes, perfect. Let's go down to 3. GY. That gives us that. Now we do Control A, and I can go ahead and delete them, delete faces. Then we come into here, GZ, pull it to about there. Yep, sitting just on top of that. Add modifier. Let's go lights _ emission. What's going on? Everyone good? Wait, sorry. Did someone... My big black whale, welcome to the stream. Thank you for subscribing. From here, we'll change this to an emission. I do want it slightly orange. This one. Let's go 5. What does 5 look like? That gives us that. Probably shouldn't have applied that, but oh well. We don't see it as much, but obviously if we fly around it, we're going to see it. Great. I'm back. Got stuck in Netstream, chatting with him while he's playing Rocket League. He's a good kid. Oh, gosh. All right, let's grab this, and I'm going to go GX. We'll put that there. Shift D. Move that one to there. So now we've got kind of like more pylons. We do need to fix up this section here. What does this look like? We'll apply the solidify modifier now. What does this look like? Because I'm like half thinking. Oops. I've got K-pop Demon Hunter song stuck in my head. It's great. Let's do this. I'm going to do I, Captain's Bird's Eye. And then we'll go E, Alt S to take it up. And then we'll make, I don't think that's not working well. Let's just undo that. I'm going to do I again. Scale XX. I can't do that. So let's undo that. I'm going to do small edge loop, Control B. Then we do an I. Let's do that. E to extrude, Alt S to bring it out. And then we'll create a second material, assign, and this can be emission lights, stupid caps lock. Oh. Let's go plus on that scale. Ah, jeez. Okay, undo. So we've got to make this thicker. So I'm just trying to get a nice line. Whoop. And then we'll do E to extrude, Alt S ever so slightly this time. Add that one. I'll check who that was. Assign. Now we've got kind of like a orange line around like that. Alexander Rad, welcome to the stream. Yep, that's the one that's stuck in my head because we were in the car listening to it. Meanwhile, my Intel A77 is chilling in Helldivers and Blender Lake. Yes, look at this. So, let's just quickly talk about like the render settings. This is what it's going to look like. Actually, we'll keep that open. Let's go into compositing. And what will happen is we will probably go into kind of like fog. No, I think it's bloom? Glare? Yeah, nice. So that's what we're going to have. And then we'll go into a mix color and you and you. And then this goes into an add. And then you can kind of see how it's all gone up a little bit. Whoops. Factor will go 100%. So now we've got that little bit of like ghost artifact on there. That's like showing that the sun's super bright. Glare. If we did that one, I think that's going to be too much. 0.5. Highlights, threshold. We can bring that down to like 0.25. Now the whole image, 0.8. Strength, I can go like 4. A little bit too much, so let's maybe just go 2. But the coolest thing, the one thing I really love, is adding a lens distortion. Put that puppy in there. We want to go distort 0.05. Nope. 0.05. And then we kind of get this beautiful around the edges. Make sure that we set that to fit. So now when we press F12, is this battleship going to be moving or static? It will be moving. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. One thing I do want to add though, and I noticed this in the glare node, is ghosts. Ooh. So if we were to bring this one in here, glare, image. I did want to play with this. 0.1, 0.5, 0.1, high. Oh, but you know what? That is going to be interesting when I render that. That's going to be interesting. That's going to be interesting to see what that looks like. Whoa. Control S to save. I'm going to go back. Let's do this. I'm going to select all these pieces. Nope, not you. There we go. And there we go. Oh, I'm logged into Gaming the Can. How the heck did that happen? Okay, so with that now selected, I'm going to go copy material to selected, Control S to save. That's now given us all this. So it's now more... that's looking so much better. That's looking tough. Do you composite all your final renders out in Blender? I use After Effects Composite. Yeah, I probably should, because I use DaVinci Resolve. That's looking amazing. That is looking so good. I'm so happy with that. So we've spent a lot of time in here. This looks good. So once we start putting in point lights in here, maybe even what we need to do is start adding some spheres of light or squares or something. And I think maybe that might be enough rather than having a whole bunch of lights, because those kinds of like dots and such will really give it some pizzazzle. Simon, welcome to the stream. You know what? I am intrigued. What is my holy crud? We went up like 300 subscribers. Wow. 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 Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Okay. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Hit the subscribe button. Okay. So, let's keep going. I need to extend it over to here for a little bit. For all those users who just joined us, welcome. So what we're doing is we're creating a web series, and this is one of the ships that we need in the web series now to appear. Now it's only going to come up for a very brief moment, and it's going to come up after this. So we've got this shot that comes around, ship shooting, bang, 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 keeps coming around. We look at the pilot inside the ship. He's not there at the moment, clearly. From here, we do kind of like this nice 180 with the planet in the background. I'm a little bit afraid that early bit there is a little bit too dark. Got this camera view over the back of the ship. Oops. Then what's going to happen is we're going to go from inside the cockpit of the orange ship looking forward. From there, this big ship, this one here is going to like pop out in front of it. And this is where that terror comes in on the guy's face. Then it continues on into the web series. So the first 24 seconds here, 30 seconds is all about the hook and hopefully getting people to come in and watch. And then we kind of go into the story and so on and so forth. So that's the goal. One of the things I learned to do when paneling and creating new greebles for the ship is adding a place for lights on them and assigning them a temporary texture. Yes. And I think that's what I was talking about earlier. Like we've dumped in a whole bunch of point lights, but I reckon that we could probably just get in with putting in some spheres and then that should be fine. But yes. That's probably something. Yes, I agree with that. And that's the like the thing with the Kitbashing set, my one especially, is it's not designed specifically for larger ships. It's meant to be actually for more of the smaller ships. It's just I'm able to utilize it now. So it might be something that I can come back, or if anything, would be better to be able to put a texture over the top. But I'm really liking this material that we've got going at the moment. And for those of you who are on Patreon as well, you guys can download those ships. Spooky, let me know if you need them as well. Then we've got, So we're just trying to finish off this section. That's the goal. Let's just get to this point. Then I do want to build our bridge just on top. 10 points for anyone who knows where that's from. On top. That's comedy gold. And then, so let me just finish this off, this last little section. Perfect. I'm not afraid of these overlapping. Okay, cool. I'm not afraid of these pieces overlapping because we're not really going to be seeing this detail, but it adds just great effect to it. Let's go GGY. Oh, that's beefy. Might just push that back a smidgen. GX. Nope, don't do that. GZ, scale that down. Nice. Who just joined? Jack Willis, welcome to the stream. Nicola, welcome to the stream. Int Luke as well. Simon Molcan. Molcan. Nice. Okay, that's great. I think we need to now come in. I've got to select all these pieces. Select that one. Copy material to select it. Control S to save. Let's go into rendered mode and just have a squiz. That is looking great. We haven't added in our plates in here yet, so we'll do that soonish. The one thing we haven't done is kind of like this ship where all the plates are kind of like all over the shop. We've got to do that. Well done, Mark. Classic Rowan Atkinson. It is the one where he's doing, he's the school principal and he's doing the roll call of all the kids. That's from that one. Oh my goodness, you're old like me. Mind you, I was a kid when that came out, but we won't talk about that. I like that. Oh, does that work? It's a bit weird. Let's go with it. And then, I might get rid of, I'll get rid of these lights. They're not just cutting my jam. But overall, that is looking nice. Let's find a piece that we can probably fit over here. I'm going to grab this section, Shift D, GZ. Let's go P, separate by selection. And then from here, GG, C, and then we can pull it out. GZ. And then maybe we can just extend that out like so. Let's go GG. I think that's a bit too much. If I do an edge loop here, Control B, and then we grab that and we go GG. That gives us, let's go GG, C, and GG, bring that back. I think we could probably pull this over a bit more. Kamal, welcome. I want to say Chica. Hang on. What was that? Chicato, welcome. Rejected Convenience is here as well. Oh my goodness. The big guns are coming out. 56. My favorite from that. I don't know what my favorite is. That is just like one of the best stage shows. I think it would have been amazing to watch that live. The one is the first date one. I think that one's great. The bridge is coming. We're working on that one. So the Rowan Atkinson live. When he's doing the first date commentary, I think that one's great. The one where he's the medieval prince and king and all that. That's a great one. Don't forget to post your link on Discord. Oh, what's the time? 11:30? Yeah. Actually, yeah, probably should, eh? Oh, still late now. Oh, right. I see what you're saying. Hang on. Disable, right click. Settings, mute. Invite to channel. Copy. And then Control V in there and Control V in there. First date. The medieval one. I do like the devil one. I think that's funny. I am Toby. Anyway, sorry. Most of my audience probably won't remember that. Let's go. Work out the bridge. What is the bridge going to look like? We need something. Did we go? Shift S, cursor to world origin. Shift A, mesh, cube. Okay, so this cube is 2 meters. We know we're going to need scale 1.5. That is now, oh geez, let's go into solid mode. That's the, oh, actually, do I have, oh yeah, Sci-Fi buildings. Yeah, I forgot about them. Cockpit. We do have this one. Alt R. It doesn't really, oh, maybe might be able to get away with it per chance. Right click, shade flat. Does that work? What if we move it up higher, like there or something? That's, you know what? That's okay. Control F, and we're going to do grid fill. Sick. That was easy. And I think that should have everything there. Perfect. Awesome. Let's change that to external material. That one. That the right one? Yep. That's weird. Oh, whoops. Wrong one. There we go. This one. External material. Perfect. Look at that. Delicious. Delicious. How on earth? What doth thy beeth this? Make an indentation for where the wedge into. Break up the lines. Yes. I see what you're saying. Yeah. I agree. So. That was something I was trying to work out. Let's go like here-ish. And so we kind of want to go G to the Y. And so the idea is, oh, somebody else just subscribed. Who was that? TFN World, welcome to the stream. What does this look like? Let's go scale on the x-axis. Kind of want to bring it in. So if we do something like this, and we'll go scale on the x, Shift D Z. What does this look like? I suck at making bridges. Let's put an edge loop through there, edge loop through there. V to rip, Control L, delete vertices. Let's go into add modifier, generate mirror modifier. And then what I was thinking is something like that. GX. Control L, E to extrude down. Scale Z 0. How do we feel about that? And then we can kind of come in and put a whole bunch of greebly stuff in there. I mean, oh, you want it like that. Hole right there. Oh, jeez. I don't know. I kind of want it sticking up. I'm like still thinking about as if it's a Star Destroyer under the ship. Brother, what's that? Just thought it was too flat at the front. Need a big sweep around window bays. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to work out now. So we have to remember the shot's going to be here. And even if we zoom out, so we still got a bit of work here. This is what we're looking at. You know what? No, I'm going to go with spooky. I think we're going to put in cutout. That does look good though. No way, stay on top. That's what she said. I think the bridge needs to be bigger. It looks so small. But that is the scale. So this is the ship. Well, this is one of the fighters. And if we actually look in, who just joined? Pandy Baron, welcome to the stream. If we actually look in here, that is the scale of it. I don't know if we need it bigger. You reckon you want it bigger, huh? I don't know. Hang on, let's have a play first. All right, I'm going to put an edge loop through here. And we'll do a cut through here. Oh, gosh. K. AC. Enter. That's what I was afraid of. That's going to stuff me up. Yep, darn it. Let's raise this up. Let's raise this up. Delete faces. Let's go with the main body now. And we'll do the same, but I'm actually just going to go about here, AC, enter. And let's cut it out there as well. Here, K, AC, enter. Then I can go E to extrude down, scale Z 0. I like the fact that we've got that there. GX, bit of overlap in here. GG, C. And then the idea is I'll put a ton of antennas and gribbly stuff in the front. Big, long, yes. Completely agree. So luckily enough, if we go into our antennas, I can't say that. Dipanka's canvas, welcome to the stream. Yes, I agree. So what we could do is we can do stuff like this, and then we've got this greeble antenna, and then we've got this one. Could probably even slap this one on. I think though it's going to need something else as well. Let's keep going. Just put a few more in there. Whoops, delete you, mate. Like that. And then we can put in some other parts through there as well. Oops, rotate ZZ. Nice, and then put in some back plates in there, because I mean, we've still got a little bit of work to come around here. Almost like Control B. Like that. Merge by distance. And then we can hide some of the pieces in there. So if I got distracted, I was working on something else. Covers, doors. We haven't put any doors anywhere. Engines. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's go something like that. And then we can throw like this piece in, because these are our plating. I do want, give me simple greebles. Ooh. Let's put that one there. Just quickly slap some of these on. Like so. Let's go U. Whoops. Let's go U into there. Rotate ZZ 90. And we're just going to move that into the right spot. Hi, Nat. Alay. How are you placing them on faces? So using the asset browser. So there's a Kitbashing set in the link in the description if you want to download it. When I bring it in from the asset browser, it'll automatically snap to the face. However, if I were to move it now, obviously, it's not going to snap to the face. So what you can do is at the top here. Rather than going snap base to increment, we're going to go snap to face. Face project. Then we're going to go align rotation, and we want the rotation. So now if I go G and hold control, you can see it's snapping to that face. That camera there. I'm getting thirsty. GL, welcome to the stream. Much appreciated. All right, let's do this, and we'll do something like this. We're just trying to clean this section off. We've got a bit to do here, so maybe we might even slap that one on. Just trying to, hide some of these pieces. Now, obviously, I'm not going to mirror modify everything onto this side. We're just looking at this side. So that's why we're building like this. I haven't mirrored anything. Jeez. Okay, let's have a look. Who else just came? Who just came? Michael Hensley, welcome to the stream. I hope you're having a fantastic day. I hope everyone's having a fantastic day. It's 10 to 12. Let's keep going. Let's finish that up, put it there. I think that's looking good. We will select all these pieces here. Shift select that one, copy material to selected, Control S to save. So now when we go into rendered view, delicious, delicious. It is looking delicious. These pretzels are making me thirsty. Gosh, that's a classic Seinfeld episode. Who just joined? Yvonne Charles, welcome to the stream. Yeah, I'm down with this. I like that idea. Let's just move this ship out of the way. Go away, please. What I'm half thinking is that it's almost like some lights in here would be good. Definitely throwing some greebles along the base here. So let's think about that. I'm going to do that one there. GXX, Y. Yeah, that's cool. I like that. Here, let's clean up that. Ugh. Technically, we should be beveling this, but I'm not feeling that. Let's go U, and then we'll throw some canisters in there. We could probably put some antennas over the top. What's that? I don't know what that is, but we'll put that there. Something along those lines. What are you? Don't like you. Let's bring you in, and okay, like that. Deb, welcome to the stream. Excellent, glad to have you here. Willie. GY, GZ. Excellent. I think that's like blocking it out really nice. That's interesting. Different materials are on that. Let's go with, I need a complex greeble just on the front here, just to hide everything. So maybe this calls for U. Rotate Z, 90. Let's make sure that is in the middle. So we'll go X 0. Perfect. Perfection. Something like that. Good. Let's make sure we've got all that. Oops. I got to be careful. I can't just select the yep, there's a piece there. And then U, copy material to selected, Control S to save. Let's have a squizzeroony. It is looking pimp nizzle. Remember the old days of Author? Look, I learn things. I mean, it makes sense. I don't even think about it now. But, you know what? I can't even tell. I mean, I see everything. I don't know. You got me thinking. Oh, gosh, Spooky. Why would you do this to me? Let's actually get rid of that one. Oops, someone just joined. Give me a sec. Oh, look at that chonker. Oh, that's a good piece right there. Copy material to selected. Needs to be a piece in here. ZZ. GY. GZ. And we'll make sure that is external. Nice. That's a good piece sitting right there. Breaking up the hull panels. Oh my goodness, yes. Need to have... It's been a while since I made a spaceship. I remember all the fun. How close to the image are you trying to get? Not close in the slightest. Like, I'm not even using this as a reference image anymore. The reason why I have this is more to get inspiration on like maybe like a basic shape. And then from there, normally we chuck it away and then we start working at what looks good. And I think this looks glorious. Okay, Control S to save. I'm just going to delete that image. That's a good piece. We need something in the middle here, something to kind of like break that up. So if I now go into X0, that's going to look delicious. Paul Campbell, welcome to the stream. Ragnaz, welcome to the stream. The ship is looking sick. The ship is looking sick. Like, I mean, I haven't even touched this. I haven't touched this bit. Oh, wow, so much work. But I think we're kicking goals. Here. Okay, I'm going to duplicate these. Shift D, GZ. P, separate by selection. My goodness. Morals Cruz Perez, welcome to the stream. Let's go GG. Oops, GG. And then C to overextend. GG. and then C to overextend. GG. Bring that down. Then we can kind of maybe pull this into place like so. Let's go move that all the way to the edge, merge by distance, GG. And then we'll go GG, pull that back. What does this look like with the extra plating? Does it blend? Simplex Land, welcome to the stream. Minecraft. Back into playing Minecraft again with the kids. I know what we haven't done. We haven't done this. Let's undo that. Undo that. I'm going to put an edge loop through here. I haven't done any of my trademark stuff. Let's go here. Control B. I think that'll be fine there. What does that look like? I mean, it does look delicious. Oh, my legs. Oh. And now we have a making of an epic ship. It does. But you have to remember that a lot of the work that we did at the start was just about blocking. Just finished my couple of weeks Minecraft phase. Probably get back into it next year. It was really important on that blocking phase to get to this shape. Without spending that time on getting that shape, we wouldn't be here. That's glorious. This here, we need a bit of work on this piece. So for now, I'm going to duplicate that. Shift D, G, Z, P sacrifice selection. Let's select you, and then select you. Copy to selected. Copy to selected. Control S to save. Oh, itchy nose. Oh. Oh. Okay. What are we doing here? I say we just cut this up a little bit and make some panels. Control B, Shift D, face. Let's do this. Control B, delete, face. Do this. Control B, select that, GG, bring that up. But Hassani, welcome. Ismail Films, welcome to the stream. I want to do some space stuff so bad, but I can't think of a reason to do it. Hence why the web series. So for those of you who have just joined, welcome to the stream. So what we are working on is a web series. This is some of the initial shots that I've got happening at the moment. No sound effects yet, because future Marco problem. Here is going to be where the pilot is. I haven't put him in yet, clearly. Then we've got this nice clean shot. Is that a little bit too dark at the start? I don't know. Then we've got this bit where it's firing over the top. From here, we will go into a shot of in the orange ship looking forward out of the cockpit. And we'll be shooting across this one. And then the next in that shot is when we kind of get this ship kind of going, poof, appearing in front. And then that's that, oh crap moment. And then we carry on with the web series. But this is kind of like that bit to grab your attention into the short, into the web series. So I think it's going to be a bit of an epic adventure. Can I pull it off? I don't know. Will I pull it off? Yes, I will. Somehow. We've got this. GG. Cool, 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 cool. That looks great. Actually, really, really like that here. We could probably put in some pipes, I reckon. Let's come over into the pipes. Pipes, pipes, pipes. I need some big get stuff pipes. I don't have any big get stuff pipes. You will do for now. Put you in there. Add modifier, generate mirror modifier. Nope. Let's select this one here to be our mirror. Excellent. And then from here, I'm just going to add in a few more pipes. Let's go like here-ish. Nice. Control J to join. And then we might do this, this one here as well. GY. Control J to join. Excellent. That's looking good. Now I think we just need some sort of big get stuff part coming in here as well. Maybe just a plate. Maybe we just need some plates. Plates. Greeble plates. User. Let's make sure that is set to 0. GZ. And that'll sit in there like so. Excellent. Look at that. Deliciousness. Copy material to selected. And if we have a squiz. Perfect. Perfect. I like it. Oh, gosh. Can never have enough pipes. Oh, my legs. I've been standing there for like 2 hours, 2.5 hours. Come on. Let's go. And what's that? Is that? Oh, it's coming through. Hang on. Wait a minute. That's not right. Oh, no. Oh, these files are linked. Ah, crud. Oh, no. Oh, no, bro. Object relations. Make local selected object. Let's just quickly now grab this. Control L, Control I, delete vertices. Please. I hate you so much. Oh. Okay, let's bring them in again. Pipes. We'll do this one. Can you not? Oops. So, plenty of people coming in. Awesome. Very grateful for that. Let's go something like so. GZ. Who doth cometh in? WB, welcome. Nicholas, welcome. Koijak, welcome to the stream. Was that what it was? Oh, ploppers. I knew I stuffed something up. Let's go with that, and we will throw one more in. Nice. You and you. Copy to selected. Good enough. And we'll select all that. You, copy material to selected. Eloise. Hello. Carlage, welcome to the stream. All right. Marco Cadbed. Excellent. CAD. Just quickly. CAD. Oh my goodness, CAD. I gotta send this. Oops. My phone just gave me a bedtime reminder. I'm fully aware of that. CAD. What about over here? Peanuts. Wow. Hello from Russia. Karma Police, welcome. Who just joined? George of the Jungle just joined. Welcome to the stream. Okay, all right. So this is great. Nope, that's mute button. F12. Not the biggest fan of this bit. This looks great. Let's actually maybe grab the camera out. GZZ. GZZ. 100. Oh, what am I doing? Let's just do it like this. Control Alt Numpad 0. We're doing F12. Let's just see what that looks like. Do you have days you go on live stream? Yeah, so normally every Sunday next year, I will be doing, I will try and do more. GG, everyone support the man or have words. Gossip Girl. Oh, gosh. Make sure you go check out Gaming in the Can as well. What are my specs? I got a 5090 is the big thing. That is looking delicious. Far out. You know when you make something and you're like, that's good. I say you're live like 5 times already. Needs more Houdini. Ugh. No. Get out. Get out. Oh, this back bit. Far out. I think now we need to start putting in like just small little greebles around the spot. Are you from Melbourne? No. Not from dirty Melbourne, from Canberra, bruh. The nation's capital. Yeah, I think once we start, that's with me and my technical police. I'm so loving it. Yeah. What you've created, Spooky. Oh, jeez. Hang on. Who we got? JP, welcome. Dark Souls, welcome. Shaik, welcome. Can I do this? There we go. So, Spooky has a really good series on how he's making stuff. How do I get this good? Time and practice. Yeah. So we actually had this conversation quite a few times. Hang on. Manuel, welcome. Ninja7, welcome to the stream. George, JP, welcome to the stream, guys. Oh my goodness, it just keeps coming. So, the way to look at this isn't, I'm going to make a giant spaceship. No, don't do that. What you want to be doing is going, right, how do I make this part of the spaceship? How do I make this part of the spaceship? And then you start kind of combining all those techniques and start putting all that together. Then you can kind of start going into, hey, look at this gigantic thing that I've made. What's the big blob thing in the back? So that is meant to be where the engines are going to go. Haven't got that far. We've been primarily focusing on this section because when we through here, when we come kind of like around the corner, the ships are firing, pew, 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 and then we're looking back from the grey ship onto the orange ship. What's meant to happen now is the next shot here is going to be from the orange ship's point of view. Is you're going to have this small little grey ship, and then poof, the big ship's just going to appear, taking up most of the view. And so we're actually probably only going to see like here-ish. So maybe something like here. And that's going to be kind of like that element like, wow, my God, giant thing in front of me. And then that's what's going to push the narrative. So if I were to kind of like put my ship here, so it'll be like this ship flying in. Do you use plating generator? I haven't. No, wait. I normally do. Yes. However, like I haven't really done too much plating on this one. I'm actually, the effect that I'm going for is big plates. I'm not going for little tiny little plates on this one. So this here, this is going to be a problem. Because this ship here, if we look at it, the ship is obviously going to be flying in. How do we convey scale? I have to think about this when I'm rendering. How are we going to convey scale that this is a stinking massive ship? I don't know what that's going to look like. I think that's going to be something I'm going to have to play with. Yeah, no, this is for a web series that I've been working on. Do you like hyper accurate ships? No. No. I don't need hyper accurate ships. This here as well, this ship is probably only going to be in 5 seconds. Not even. It'll be very quick, like maybe 3-4 seconds. It might make a return later on in the series, but I don't think it's needed anywhere. So it's just going to kind of like boop into existence, and then it's going to turn around and the dude's going to be like, oh my goodness. And then that's kind of like, yeah, where we sit pretty much with this. Control S to save, just in case. Let's throw on some, I don't have any turrets on here yet, so that's something we've got to probably add. Oh, supports. I'm going to add in this piece. Boop. Rotate ZZ, 90. Let's go X0, enter. And then that can be something like so. Put that in there. That's nice. U. Beautiful. Good material. Go on walk navigation, move around like you're flying, and then you can add shortcuts. Yes. If and when you make the engines, I would build it out like its own module. Yes, completely agree. So that's why I've kind of separated that piece, and it will be, you know, pretty much basic. If we look into this, it'll be what's engine? Which engine? Which engine are we going to go? Not that one. Not that one. Not that one. I don't have a decent engine that I'm thinking of. No, not you. What's this one? Ooh, maybe. Alt R. It'll be something like some big get stuff thing like this. There. Shift D, G, X. We'll make that in the mural. There. And then we'll select that. Copy material, copy to selected. And so I'm thinking of something like this. Are you planning to do an interior? No. No interior. Because we're not going to see the interior. There's no point in doing it if we're not seeing it. Is kind of like my mentality on that one. This bit here is too fat. I think it definitely kind of needs to be squashed in. G to the Y, bring that in there. This here, we can go GG or not. Oh, I can't move. Oh, actually, no, I'll just cut it. Like right there. V to rip, Control L, delete vertices. Oh man, I'm getting thirsty. Madness. What am I doing? Oh, hang on. There's people that came in. Tariq, welcome. Vamsi, welcome. Manuel. Oh, yeah. I already called you out, buddy. Big boy stuff. So, yeah, I'm not too focused on that because we're not seeing it. This is where it's going to be kind of like booping in. And I'm half feeling like to make it fatter, we need to change the lens from 50 mil. Is it to 28? No, 120 mil. I think that's what it needs to be. I think you need a big get stuffed lens, and then that'll make it look. I'm trying to recall. I'm going to let the heaters on. I'm trying to recall. I remember watching a documentary about them filming the Star Destroyer, and I'm pretty sure that when they were filming from the front, no, the lens was short, but from the back it was massive. Hang on, let's think about this. Okay, that's frame. Let's go this one, and this is going to be 28. Oh, I can't remember what it was now. I think 120 is what it needs to be. Anyway, yeah, I can't remember that one. I went for an interview last night. The web came around and asked me, is a curry okay? I replied, go on then. Karaoke? No, the heater is on. Dang it. Sorry for the noise. Thunder Owl. My goodness, where the heck have you been? I haven't seen you since donkey's years. I hope you and your family are doing well. Mark, let me give you one. Fire, the heater's on. It's going to be loud. If Batman was broke, would he be Robin? Just saying. Why can't a T-Rex clap? Because they're all dead. Torch Lava, welcome to the stream. People are arrested when they find out I'm a good cop. How do electricians greet each other? What's up? Every year, so many people are shipped off to mime school, never to be heard of again. You are welcome. All right. It is almost 12:30. It's almost been a 3-hour stream. Wow, amazing. So, can you guys just like and subscribe for those of you who haven't already to keep this up? I'm not making a hero ship several hours later. Makes a fantastic large ship. Yeah, I know. But, shut up. Let's call it a night. Like and subscribe. Tell your friends. Hopefully we can get up to that 100,000 before the end of the year. It's gonna be a struggle, considering the fact that I've only got 7 weeks left before I'm on leave. Did you realise you have a spelling mistake in your title? Oh, no. Did I? Lards. Oh. I'm just going to leave it now. Yes, like and subscribe. Tell your friends. Help me get to that 100,000. Much appreciated. And I will try and do a midweek stream. Thank you very much. I appreciate it all. Check your Patreon.